Hey guys, it's Carly with Down Memory Lane back today. I'm about to make some awesome new layouts with our Simple Stories page pieces today. So excited. I really like this page piece set today we have. It is 14 different cardstock die cut pieces in this pack. It is a summer pack. It's just called Summer, which is super cute and exciting. We love just minimalism. I'm really excited about this pack today. I think it's super cute and it reminds me of just being in the summer at the farmer's market. I love this watermelon garland. This is one of my favorite pieces and I'm so excited to get to use it today finally. So here we go. I am super excited to bring this to you guys. One thing about our page pieces, if you do not know or are not familiar with them, Simple Stories page pieces are really fun, not only because there are so many different varieties. We have about 54 different ones we can buy at our store, and as well as the different ways that you can use them. It's super cool. So the Simple Stories varieties all have on the back this way of using Simple Stories templates, page templates, as well as these page pieces. So there are on the back different ways that you can use the templates and incorporate page pieces to create some awesome and stunning different layouts. It gives you a lot of creativity, but also allows you to have a really meaningful time in short amount of time that you can scrapbook. I know for me personally, it's really hard to find time to scrapbook during the day. You know, I'm a very busy gal, so I really like having these Simple Stories aspects to bring into some of my pages. So I'm really excited to do this one today with you guys. So why don't we just go ahead and get started. So today I have these two really pale yellow pages to start as my background. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I really like using different colored or same colored pages as my backgrounds. I think that it's a really great way to bring two page pieces together, really incorporate them. And I think that for me, although using two different color pages can also work really well, this is just kind of my foolproof way of knowing that I have a cohesive piece. So I'm really excited. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start with some of my pre-cut paper. I just used a cutting board to pre-cut some of my paper, and I sized it all out using our Simple Stories page templates. And so this is the one I'll be using today. It's design number 1. It is 2 4x6s and 2 3x4s. So I'm really excited. There we go. I'm really excited to use this today. I think that this is going to lend itself to a lot of really creative ways of using this. I really like using page templates because they allow me to perfectly cut my mat size without me having to make the mistakes that I always make when trying to measure them. But it also allows me to cut my photos to size. A lot of my photos come 4x6, and so it allows me to cut my pictures to 3x4 or whatever the size might be to really fit the most pictures I can onto my pages, which is really helpful for me personally because I have a lot of pictures. So this is really cool. I also really like this because it allows you to sort of use this for sizing pictures, but then if you maybe only wanted to use half of this, you could still use this and trace it and make a mat that would be big enough for 2 photos or maybe 2 4x6s, but the sizes are all right here. And so it's really perfect in that way, and I really appreciate that. So I started doing this by using this as my mat. I have these two colors paper. I decided to kind of try and double mat mine today. So it'll be like this, and then I have some white that I'm gonna be using to represent my photos today. So this is my first one. It's a double mat, and I'm kind of just gonna put it in the center of my page, I think. I wanted to go with sort of this darker yellow behind this blue to really cause it to stand out. And then I also just have like these little pieces that I cut just to kind of put just a little bit of detail places. I'm pretty excited about that. I'm not super sure if it's gonna look how I want it to look, but we're just gonna go with the flow and try it out because hey, making mistakes, that's just part of scrapbooking, you know? And that just really makes my pages their own. So I'm just gonna go ahead and adhesive these down. So I don't know if you guys noticed that right there, but I ran out of adhesive. So what I am gonna do is I'm just gonna replace this. So you just snap that in there like that, close it, and you're set to go. So now that I have this side sort of adhesive down, I am going to show you guys what I did to sort of correspond with this on this side of the paper. So I'm sort of thinking I have something similar to this where I sort of double matted this, but I'm thinking maybe doing it not so much like in the middle, but if I sort of moved to the side, I think having it work like that could end up being super interesting. And then I also decided to cut this big piece of blue, and I kind of just wanted that going across because then I had this dark yellow scrap left over from one of my other projects, and I thought that that just fit perfectly. So I just decided to sort of mount that like that next to each other, which is where this sort of came in. And then I wanted to take this title and sort of place it like that. So that's kind of the vision I'm going for today. And then I have these little pieces that I kind of just wanted to use to sort of bring everything together. So I am going to go ahead and just adhesive this all down as well. So then you can see I have my title, and I am just gonna stick that down right there. And then I'm gonna go with these little tiny pieces that I cut and use my Nuvo glue, which is deluxe adhesive. It is clear, it has this tiny little nozzle, so it's perfect for gluing down small stuff like this, and I'm really excited to use it today. So let me just show you guys here how small this nozzle can get. Look at that, how crazy. And it dries clear, so when I make little mistakes, it ends up being perfect. So there is that. That is kind of what I'm going for with my paper today. I am gonna go ahead and show you guys how I am gonna incorporate my photos with this today before we put the page pieces on. So like I said before, I used my Simple Stories page templates to cut my photos. So they are perfect sizing, pretty exciting, and they go perfect with my matting. So it shouldn't be that hard at all to put these down. So I'm thinking maybe do something like a little photo strip-esque thing here. One little photo like that. I think that'll leave some room for some page pieces around here. So I think that'll be good. And then I think over here what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of go off of what I did here. So maybe I will do 2 big ones here and 1 little one there. So now that I've got all my photos laid out, I'm gonna go ahead and adhesive those down as well. So that is what my photos look like adhesive down. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and start incorporating some of my different page pieces. So I already incorporated the title, which is Summer, super cute. I love that floral. I love how it incorporates all the different colors that I have in this page. I think my next thing is this big truck. I really like him. I think he could be really cute, and I think that this empty space could be a really cute space just for him to sort of like come in here. Maybe he overlaps just a little bit, or maybe he tilts down like he's just like coming into frame. He's super cute. I think I'm gonna put him there. And then I also really like this sun piece. He's my next biggest, and that's kind of how I like to incorporate these page pieces, is I kind of like to make sure I have room for them before I adhesive them down. So I'm gonna go through and make sure I have a space for each one of those, and then I'll go through and adhesive them down. So I think that is how I'm gonna go ahead and put those on, and I'll just go ahead and adhesive everything down. So then you guys, I'm just gonna go back in with my Nuvo glue, and I'm gonna adhesive down all of these tiny things that need just a little line of glue on them. All right, you guys, so the last things I have today to glue down are this little heart and this little flower, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and use some of my mounting squares. All right, you guys, I think that is it for today's layout. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I think that it's super cute. I really love how these garlands just look like they're being tied onto the photos, and I think that it turned out really super cute. So I'm super happy with this today. If you liked anything we used in our video today, don't forget to go down and check in the description. We have every single thing listed off in the description for you guys to go and find and add to your carts. Visit our website at downmemoryln.com, and you can purchase anything that you saw in the video today. So I'm super excited. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Go ahead and like that button. And if you guys want to share this with your friends who you think might like scrapbooking, there is a share button, so go ahead and click that as well. I'll see you guys next time for another layout video, and I hope you have a great night. Bye.